Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines and pride of the Malayan race, was born on June 19, 1861 in the town of Calamba, Laguna. He was the seventh child in a family of 11 children, 9 girls and 2 boys. His father, Francisco Mercado Rizal, an industrious farmer whom Rizal called a model of fathers, came from Binyan, Laguna, while his mother, Teodora Alonzo E. Quintos, a highly cultured and accomplished woman whom Rizal called loving and prudent mother, was born in May 6, Santa Cruz, Manila. Both his parents were educated and belonged to distinguished families. Jose Rizal came from a 13-member family consisting of his parents and 9 sisters and 1 brother, namely Saturnina Rizal, eldest child of the Rizal-Alonzo marriage; Pasiano Rizal, the only brother of Jose Rizal and the second child; Narcisa Rizal, the third child; Olympia Rizal, the fourth; Lucia, the fifth; Maria, the sixth; Jose Rizal, the second son and the seventh child; Concepcion, the eighth child, died at the age of 3; Josefa, the ninth child, an epileptic, died as spinster; Trinidad, the 10th, died as spinster and the last of the family to die; Soledad, the youngest child. The first teacher of Rizal was his mother. On her lap, he learned at the age of 3 the alphabet and the prayers. The private tutors of Rizal were Maestro Celestino, Maestro Lucas, and Leon Monroy. Rizal goes to Binyan, Laguna on June 1869. He was taught by Maestro Justiniano. In academic studies, Rizal beat all Binyan boys in Spanish, Latin, and other subjects. Rizal entered in 1872 in Ateneo. He was considered as an inferior. By the end of the month, he became the emperor and received a prize, a religious picture. He graduated on March 23, 1877, and received the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors, not a valedictorian. University of Santo Tomas was under the Dominicans. As a Tomasian, he won more literary laurels. During his first term in 1877 to 1878 in UST, he studied cosmology, metaphysics, theodicy, and history of philosophy. It was during his school term 1878 to 1879 that Rizal pursued studies in medicine. In May of 1882, Jose Rizal got a ship to Spain without informing his parents of his intentions. He enrolled at Universidad Central de Madrid. Inspired by his mother's advancing blindness, Rizal next went to the University of Paris, and then the University of Heidelberg to complete further study in the field of ophthalmology. Jose Rizal lived in Europe for 10 years. During his European sojourn, he also began to write novels. Rizal finished his first book, Noli Me Tangere. There were about 9 significant women in Rizal's life. They were Segunda Katigbak, Leonor Valenzuela, Leonor Rivera, Consuelo Ortega, Osei San, Gertrude Beckett, Nellie Bousted, Suzanne Jacobi, and Josephine Brackett. Having traveled extensively in Asia, Europe, and America, he mastered 22 languages. This include Arabic, Catalan, Chinese, English, French, German, Greek, Hebrew, Italian, Japanese, Latin, Malayan, Portuguese, Russian, Sanskrit, Spanish, and other native dialects. A versatile genius, he was an architect, artist, businessman, cartoonist, educator, economist, ethnologist, farmer, historian, inventor, journalist, linguist, musician, nationalist, novelist, ophthalmologist, poet, propagandist, psychologist, scientist, sculptor, sociologist, geologian, and others. On December 26, 1896, the military court tried Jose Rizal and later found him guilty of rebellion, sedition, and conspiracy. The Spanish authorities believed that Rizal's writings fatally and necessarily incited a rebellion. On December 29 at 6 a.m., Captain Rafael Dominguez read before Rizal his death sentence, and at around 7 a.m. of December 20, Rizal was transferred to his death cell in Fort Santiago. By 6:30 a.m., he, in his black suit, black necktie, black hat, black shoes, and white vest, calmly walked from his prison cell in Fort Santiago to the execution site. In his right arm was a rosary which he kept on holding until his final breath. At 7 a.m. on December 30, 1896, at Luneta, Manila, a 35-year-old patriot was shot in the back by a firing squad. He hesitated, turned halfway around to face his executioners, and fell on his back to face the Philippines on the east. Jose Rizal is remembered today throughout the Philippines for his brilliance, his courage, his peaceful resistance to tyranny, and his compassion. Filipino school children study his final literary work, his two famous novels, Noli and El Filibusterismo. Spurred on by Rizal's martyrdom, the Philippine Revolution continued until 1898. With assistance from the United States, the Philippine archipelago was able to defeat the Spanish army. The Philippines declared its independence from Spain on June 12, 1898. It was the first democratic republic in Asia.